so we're here today to ask you some questions for the Road to One tournament coming up in 2023.
Yeah.
That's big news for all the Canadians because now we have an opportunity here that is international and probably greater than any opportunity that ever existed here.
That's right.
So before we start, can you give me some background information about why you chose Muay Thai, where you came from, why you're here in Calgary, all that jazz, because I know that you were in Edmonton last year.
Yeah.
Okay, so first, tell me what you liked about Edmonton and why you were there.
Well, I started training actually at Next Level. Shout out to Brendan Spartan, he was my coach. So basically I started training like this. Here's the story. I went to my buddy's place, apartment building, and then Braden was teaching a girl like how to do the kickboxing combos on the pad, and then I really liked it, right? And then I like to start new sports, like try something new every time. And then I just told Braden, okay, I want to start doing kickboxing, can you teach me? And then he gave me his card to go to his gym to try it out. So I tried it out for 1 week, and then I just signed up right away because I loved it. That was in 2019, January.
Take me to 2020. It was a bad year for everybody.
It was very bad, man.
Yeah? How was it bad for you?
Man, it was really bad. So I started January 2019, and then March 2020, if I don't make a mistake, we had the first lockdown, So I stopped training from that time to when, everybody started training back again. That was like sometime in 2020, I don't remember when exactly, when things opened back, so I started training back again. And then just before COVID, I had my first fight in Muay Thai. I fought Anthony Palumbo. That was on Try by Fire 9. And then, we had a break, and then I came back training. I went to Mike Miles, and I decided to move in Calgary. I went to Mike Miles, I trained there for a few months, and then I decided to come to join Elite Martial Arts with Kieran Fellow. Kieran is a guy, when he knows you want to fight, he's going to give you a fight. So when I joined the gym, just 6 weeks after, I had my first fight at Muay Thai World Cup. So he just told me 2 weeks after I joined here, okay, there is Muay Thai World Cup coming up, do you want to fight? I said, absolutely, because that was the card I wanted to fight in when I was moving here anyway. And then he gave me the chance to do it right away, just 2 weeks after I joined the gym. So I was very happy for that, and then I fought for the first time at Muay Thai World Cup. It was a great win, and then I kept fighting average every 6 to 7 weeks,
So that was your past. Now you are, like we talked about earlier, part of the quarterfinals for the 2023 Road to One.
Yes.
Now tell me how you feel about being in that tournament.
I have no word to explain this, man, because in such a short time, having this opportunity, I don't even know what to say. I'm so happy, man, because guys been training in Canada for so long, in North America especially, they didn't have this kind of chance, And then now with Kieran, stepping out with the game Muay Thai in Calgary especially. So one reason why I moved here, I already said it, but in Canada and North America right now, this is a very big thing for everybody, One championship is the biggest card, for Muay Thai in the world, So having the chance to compete in the tournament, win that, and then go to one championship, you can't feel better than that,
The roster now has been chosen. Is there any opponent on that list that you think is more fierce than, or let me rephrase that. Out of the roster are there any opponents you think are more of a threat to you than other ones?
Nobody, man. Me, I'm the kind of guy, I don't care about who I'm fighting, A fight is a fight. Anybody you put in front of me, I will fight him. I have no fear against anybody. Every fighter is a fighter to me. You put anybody in front of me, he's a fighter, When I go to fight, I have no fear against anybody. So anybody I will face, I will fight him till death,
It's sometime in spring that it's going to happen. Between now and spring, what do you see yourself doing?
I see myself training hard, very hard. Be prepared mentally, physically. For I think the first one is in March. We don't have the date yet, but it's gonna be in March. So till then, I'm just keep doing my thing, showing up at the gym, training every time, like as I do, train harder, smarter, work on little things because we're going to fight with the firearms gloves. So I have to like do training for that as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep training till the March, the March card.
Okay, so you're gonna use 4-ounce gloves. How much do you think that's gonna impact your fighting style?
Oh man, it's gonna be very good for me because I'm a heavy puncher. I have a lot of powers. I carry a lot of powers in my shots, especially my hands. When I like cross people or like poke you, you know what's up, you know. So with the firearms gloves, it's a big advantage for me, I would say, because I'm a heavy puncher. So it's gonna make a big difference. And also even for myself, it's gonna be challenging as well. I'm not saying it's only good for me. It's gonna be challenging because it's gonna be the first time to fight with the firearms gloves. So it's a big game-changing shit. So I think people will be shocked like to see how it's gonna be like looking with the firearms gloves for sure. Yeah, because it's different than the traditional Muay Thai gloves. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're less round too, right? It's more closer to the knuckle.
Yeah, you just go like knuckles, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
For me to watch at least.
Yeah. And fun to be in there too.
I want to ask you about the previous fight that you were in. So you fought Austin in Muay Thai World Cup 6. You talked about how you prepared for the fight. And after the fight, you got a bit of a cut on your nose.
Yeah.
How long did that take to heal?
It took me like a week.
A week? Okay.
Yeah, it was just like a cut.
Well, you got a scratch basically?
This one here.
Okay. There was a certain combo you did where it was, I think, a left hook, right hook, and then a low kick to the knee. That was a very effective combo.
Yeah.
Is that something that you use as a go-to, or is it something that just came out instinctively?
That just came out instinctively. I saw it because I go fast too, you know. When I land a hook, I shove a low kick, I go for the low kick. If I have to come back with a high hook, I do that, I kick you again. So yeah, I'm pretty explosive when I fight. So even if I have game plan, I'm not sticking, okay, I gotta do this combo, I gotta do this combo. It comes naturally inside the fight, like when you're doing the fight, you know. You see things, you do it, you can change your game during the fight, all that. Because I had like, I think I had like 3 or 4 guys like that keep changing on the previous Muay Thai World Cup. Yeah.
Okay, I want to ask you, it's kind of a philosophical question. So there's nature, there's nurture, which is like working out, and there's luck, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And you're physically strong, so nature is on your side.
Yeah.
You also work out a lot, so nurture is also on your side.
Yeah.
How much is nature and how much is nurture, like working out and conditioning?
Man, I think 80-20, like 80 working out and then 20 maybe natural. Man, I train a lot, man. I'm in the gym like at least 5 times a week. You know, so even if I'm not training at Elite here, I'm running or I go to Gold's gym. After class, I can do 3 hours class or 2 classes here. I go to like another gym, fitness gym. Just work on the bag for an hour. You know, I'm always working, man. I work really hard. Yeah.
And what I want to ask you next is, how much is luck part of all this?
Well, I would say fighting is like skills, and there's also, I would say, a little bit of luck. Sometimes you can get caught with a bad luck shot, knock you out, you know. For example, look at Adesanya. I would say that fight was like a little bit, it wasn't lucky, because if it was lucky, it would have like maybe 10 extra like seconds to knock Pereira in the first round. He was winning the fight, and then in the 5th round, he got caught like with some shot. I think his foot was injured or something. So fight is a fight, anything can happen. So, but if you work, you're there, you know you did your work. You trust yourself, you believe in yourself, you know you're gonna win. Mentally, you're there. Physically, you're there with all your training. So you're going to win.
Okay.
So you get all the chance, as much as you can, on your side, because you're a hard worker and you got it. That's how I see it.
It's not even
you don't
part
think
of
about
it.
losing. You don't think about it.
It's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time.
So when you train for these events, how do you fight that? Everyone has to fight it, right? The fear of losing, the fear of, I don't know, failing. Everyone has to fight that. It's like you're fighting your own demon in the mirror, right?
Yeah.
What makes you push forward and beat the demon in the mirror?
I just think like I can't lose. That's how I say it. Losing is just not like on my mind. When I have an opponent, everybody is, I just think that, oh, I'm gonna smash this guy. And I always see myself like the winner of the fight, you know? So there already, I don't see any losing. That's how I see every fight. If I have somebody I have to fight, I see myself like smashing him, just winning. That's how I go over that.
Yeah.
Focus about the winning only.
Yeah.
Just winning.
Who's gonna win this tournament?
Of course, Abdoul Wafar. Yeah, I'm going to win this, man. Well, first of all, I want to thank you for the interview. I want to thank you, Kieran Kello, for the opportunities given to all the athletes in North America right now for the Road to One Championship. Big move. I would say the biggest move in North America. And I'm very glad to be part of that for sure. And also I want to thank all my training partners, all the friends that come to support me as well on every fight. And then see you in March. It's going to be a banger for the first card for the Road to One. All
right, folks. That's Abdoul Wafar, Road to One 2023.
Yeah.
Quarterfinals contestant. He's gonna take this tournament. So keep watch for him and follow up. More information to come, guys. Peace out.
Peace.